Hey guys, Steve Glover from Paragon Homes here. Just wanted to do a video on a story I saw on the local news last night. It was about a new development going in Glenvale and a bit of community conjecture there is here. And they had a interview with the local out there, and the concern was from the local community that this particular estate they were talking about is going to wind up, it's a very small lot, it's going to wind up into a little shanty sort of town. And I just wanted to put my basically 2 cents forward, I suppose, on this. It's not a building industry thing, but more so a development a thing to do with developments going on in town. And it is one of my pet hates with things that go on, because what happens, these developers, they get greedy, they're just keen on the dollar. They're chopping them up so small. I know council is trying to push this a little bit as well, but these are so small, these blocks, they're dear, and a lot of them end up getting sold to investment places down south. So somebody's doing them, investment company comes up, more than likely a builder come up from either Brisbane or the Gold Coast, and what they do is they just build these shit boxes side by side by side, and they absolutely ruin communities, I think. I've been caught with this myself. By a real estate agent that told me in an estate that we bought a block to live into, that yeah, there wouldn't be, there'd probably be about 10% investment in there. Turned out there was about 75%. So the effect that this can have on a community is it drags down the value, because these shit boxes are just knocked up. They're anything you can do, not that you should in a building standard. It's stretched out to the nth degree, all of the allowables and the Australian standards. But they're just very, very, very average homes. And this affects everybody around there. So, as I said, it pulls the value of those communities and the homes around them down as well. So, I don't know the answer. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it though. That was sort of my opinion on it. I'm not sure how we get around this. How do we stop this? Because I'm sure you've all been through estates and you've seen these houses. They look exactly the same. House 1, 2, 3, 4, all the same. They might have a different window on the front of the house. But essentially they're just the same house, very cheap, built as cheap can be. If invested down south, they don't care about the home, they don't care about the tenant that's living in it, they don't care about the person who's going to buy it. All they care about is the bottom dollar at the end of the day. So, and this sort of greed, I suppose, from the developers and the investors down south really does affect everybody in the community, mainly in those values, but also in just have an investment in that. People don't look after the homes, and it just sort of pulls it down. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Pop your comments below. Yeah, I'm not sure. As I said, I don't have the answers, but I'd love to hear your thoughts, and maybe we can come up with something. So in the future, we're able to maybe in these developments get them so they are a nicer standard, and they are going to be an improvement to the community and an asset to the community more so than an eyesore. So pop your comments below. Love to hear your thoughts. This has been Steve Glover from Paragon Homes. Have a great afternoon.